Gaming is full of amazing experiences, worlds that captivate, stories that resonate, and gameplay that moves the industry forward. While perfection is rare, some games come astonishingly close, setting the standard for games to come. Today I want to highlight 19 games that I believe hit that rare 10 out of 10 mark. Be sure and let me know which of these games you played, which is your favorite, and which ones need to make the next video.
There must be thousands of them. We will face death and defend our home.
First up is Ghost of Tsushima, which is set against the beautiful backdrop of 13th century Japan. It tells the story of Jin Sakai, a samurai defending the island of Tsushima during a Mongol invasion led by the cunning Kotu Khan. After a devastating defeat, Jin must shed the rigid honor system of his samurai upbringing and embrace more unorthodox tactics. The game's narrative focuses on Jin's internal conflict as he has to go against what he's been taught and do things that are seen as dishonorable to save his homeland. Combat in Ghost of Tsushima is dynamic, combining elements from games like Sekiro and Assassin's Creed. It revolves around fluid stances tailored to different enemy types, requiring you to adjust mid-fight for the different enemies you face. The game's open world is a visual masterpiece and is one of the most striking I've ever seen in a video game. It encourages organic exploration through environmental clues like plumes of smoke or guiding winds. Side quests including Tales of Tsushima and Mythic Tales provide thoughtful stories, character arcs, and meaningful rewards for you to collect. Ghost of Tsushima is a breathtaking and immersive experience, blending artful storytelling, masterful combat, and a stunning open world, and is in my opinion a 10 out of 10 game.
Hey, Mallory. Hey, man.
Hey. About time.
Vladdy boy, what's going on?
Roman boy, you tell me what's going on.
Grand Theft Auto 4 follows the story of Niko Bellic, an Eastern European immigrant who arrives in Liberty City, a fictionalized version of New York, to chase the American dream. Niko hopes to leave behind his violent history. However, upon reuniting with his cousin Roman, he discovers that Liberty City is far from the paradise he imagined. The game's greatness lies in its emphasis on realism and character-driven storytelling. Liberty City feels alive with detailed streets, diverse neighborhoods, and dynamic NPCs contributing to a really realistic city. While GTA 5 is obviously an incredible feat, something about the grounded, grittier setting of GTA 4 just holds a special place in my heart. The choices you make throughout the story influence the relationships and outcomes, even determining who lives and dies. The voice acting and writing are top notch, helping every interaction feel authentic. The open world offers a wealth of activities from vigilante missions to bowling dates to full-blown comedy shows from Cat Williams and Ricky Gervais.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on, that's my fax machine. Got it. All right, then, let me open up the refrigerator. Who left my shower curtain open like that? That is ridiculous. Somebody's at the door. Hello? Hey, come on in. Let's sit on the couch.
I mean, it's insane thinking back on how much this game truly had packed into it. This blend of narrative depth, immersive world building, and polished gameplay cements GTA 4 as a landmark title and a clear 10 out of 10.
It's Niko.
Niko. Yeah, me bleach hard last night, you know. Me soon come here, just hold on.
What?
Hollow Knight is a critically acclaimed action-adventure game that tells a story of the fallen kingdom of Hallownest. You take on the role of the Knight, a mysterious, silent figure who ventures deep into the subterranean ruins of this once great kingdom. The Knight's journey ultimately uncovers secrets about their own origins, the ancient struggles of the kingdom, and the Pale King's efforts to contain the infection. What makes Hollow Knight exceptional is its masterful combination of gameplay, art, and atmosphere. The sprawling, interconnected world of Hallownest is a triumph of design, offering a Metroidvania-style experience where exploration is key. The game's combat is challenging but fair, requiring precision and strategy, especially in boss battles, of which there are over 30. Its non-linear progression allows you to tackle challenges in various orders, providing a sense of freedom in the way you approach gameplay. Each of the over 100 characters adds personality and interest to the world, and your progression is mirrored by the evolving world as areas change and new storylines unfold based on your actions. Hollow Knight stands as one of the finest examples of indie game development and shows that a game doesn't need to be AAA to be a 10 out of 10.
You know what I need? Some heels without guns. You don't mind if we make a quick stop, do you?
Do you know what day's coming up?
The story of Bayonetta 2 follows the Umbran witch Bayonetta as she embarks on a mission to rescue the soul of her best friend. The game thrusts you into its fantastical world with no delay, starting with a jaw-dropping sequence of combat and destruction that sets the tone for what's to come. Bayonetta 2 shines with its fast-paced, finely tuned combat system that rewards precision, creativity, and style. The game builds on its predecessor with smoother controls, expanded combos, and the addition of features like Umbran Climax and Witch Time. The variety of weapons and accessories lets you tailor Bayonetta's abilities to suit your playstyle. The game's levels are filled with hidden battles and secret challenges, while the rapid transitions from one chaotic set piece to another keep the game's momentum high. What really sets Bayonetta 2 apart is not just its technical brilliance, but its embrace of over-the-top fun. And Bayonetta herself remains a charismatic and confident protagonist. By combining over-the-top action, a compelling narrative, and unmatched style, Bayonetta 2 cements itself as one of the finest action games of its generation. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a sprawling narrative that follows Arthur Morgan, a loyal member of the Dutch Vanderlinde gang during the dying days of the American Wild West. The gang is on the run after a failed heist forces them into a cycle of survival, crime, and evasion. Arthur's personal growth and eventual redemption form the core premise of the game. Rockstar's dedication to character development shines, as even side quests feel purposeful and well written, with each encounter offering a glimpse into the richly detailed world. The world evolves in response to your actions, with NPCs remembering interactions and the environment reflecting Arthur's moral choices, with NPCs reacting to Arthur's appearance, snow and rain sticking to his clothes, and Arthur's hair and beard literally growing in real time. Each member of the Vanderlinde gang has a distinct personality and backstory, creating an emotional investment in their fates. Red Dead Redemption 2 is not just a game, it's a masterful blend of storytelling, gameplay, and artistry, setting a benchmark for open world game design and narrative depth that nearly no other developer can get close to matching, and is a clear 10 out of 10.
Hang on, folks. Open the port side airlock.
Mass Effect 2 is a sci-fi RPG masterpiece that continues the story of Commander Shepard. The game begins with a shocking twist leading to Shepard being given a new mission. What makes Mass Effect 2 extraordinary is its emphasis on character-driven storytelling and moral choices. The game's heart lies in its squad mates, each a fully realized individual with their own loyalty missions that delve into their pasts and personalities. The choices Shepard makes not only affect immediate relationships, but also carry over to the broader narrative of the Mass Effect trilogy. The game's Paragon and Renegade morality system allows you to define Shepard's personality, choosing whether he will be good, bad, or morally gray. The refined combat system combines third-person shooting with tactical squad management, offering a blend of action and strategy. Beyond combat, Mass Effect 2 shines in its focus on exploration and discovery. Its branching dialogue system is engaging, allowing you to influence events and relationships. The exploration, rich lore, and immersive world building make every corner of the universe feel alive. Combined with a gripping story, unforgettable characters, and one of the most ambitious and impactful endings in gaming, Mass Effect 2 is a standout achievement.
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph.
You know, I've never been this close. It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Set in a post-apocalyptic America, the game begins with Joel experiencing a big loss during the initial outbreak, a tragedy that leaves him emotionally scarred. Years later, Joel reluctantly takes on the task of escorting Ellie across the country to a group known as the Fireflies, who believe her immunity could lead to a cure. Over the course of the story, their relationship grows from distrust to an almost father-daughter bond. The story crescendos with a morally complex ending, forcing you to grapple with the weight of Joel's decisions and their implications for humanity. What sets The Last of Us apart is its ability to combine gameplay with storytelling in a way that feels natural. The combat is visceral and intense, requiring you to scavenge resources and think strategically. The game's presentation is another standout feature, with top-tier voice acting, motion capture, and environmental storytelling. Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson deliver unforgettable performances as Joel and Ellie. The Last of Us Part 1 is celebrated as a masterpiece for its ability to combine heartfelt storytelling and immersive gameplay, leaving an incredible mark on gaming history.
I don't know no girl.
Undertale is an indie game that tells the story of a child who falls into the underground. The child learns that they must navigate this realm to return to the surface. The narrative is shaped by your choices, whether to spare or fight the monsters you meet. These decisions have profound consequences, resulting in multiple endings that reflect the morality of your actions. Each route you choose, whether pacifist, neutral, or violent, offers distinct experiences that challenges you to confront the consequences of your actions. You're encouraged to avoid violence by engaging with enemies through unique dialogue-based interactions and puzzles. The game's charm is further amplified by its quirky humor, memorable characters, and iconic soundtrack. Monsters have distinct personalities expressed through combat and non-combative actions. While some elements like grinding or backtracking can feel tedious, these moments contribute to the overarching theme of perseverance. Its combination of innovative gameplay, emotionally driven storytelling, and creative world building has earned it a special place in gaming history.
He who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Devil May Cry 5, developed by Capcom, is a fantastic sequel that immerses you in a fast-paced, demon-slaying adventure set in the gothic ruins of Redgrave City. What sets Devil May Cry 5 apart is its refined combat system, offering distinct styles for each protagonist. Nero wields his Devil Breakers and Revving Sword for an explosive, high-impact playstyle. Newcomer V introduces a tactical dimension with his ability to summon familiars, while Dante's vast arsenal and combat style embodies freedom of choice. The iconic style ranking system encourages creativity and exploration, keeping battles exhilarating and fresh. Complemented by dramatic twists and well-placed callbacks to earlier games, the story and gameplay create a seamless, engaging experience. And visually, the game is a masterpiece powered by the RE engine, showcasing stunning graphics, detailed environments, and fluid animations that make its demon-infested world come alive. It exemplifies the pinnacle of the action genre, solidifying itself as a 10 out of 10.
It will be my legacy, a monument to your failure. And if you try to stop me, I guarantee everyone will know your secret.
Batman Arkham City is a critically acclaimed game that picks up after Arkham Asylum, thrusting you into Arkham City, a walled-off section of Gotham teeming with criminals under the control of Dr. Hugo Strange. As Batman delves deeper, he uncovers a tangled web of conspiracies involving Gotham's most notorious villains. The opening sequence hooks you immediately, setting the stage for a game that includes wall-to-wall action. The game seamlessly blends a compelling main story with excellent side missions that explore Batman's villain roster. The character interactions, especially between Batman and Joker, are great. Arkham City is a meticulously detailed environment teeming with atmosphere and full of secrets to discover, from Riddler trophies to hidden Easter eggs. Rocksteady honed the combat system introduced in Arkham Asylum, making it even more fluid and rewarding in Arkham City. You brawl with intuitive controls, chaining combos, counters, and gadget use into seamless takedowns that feel really authentic to Batman. Predator mechanics such as using shadows, smoke pellets, and environmental takedowns amplify this feeling. The game's pacing, cinematic presentation, and attention to detail make Arkham City not just a great superhero game, but one of the finest action-adventure titles ever created.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me.
I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Hades is a critically acclaimed roguelike developed by Supergiant Games. The story centers around Zagreus, the rebellious son of Hades who yearns to escape the underworld and discover the truth about his lineage. Frustrated by his father's rule and secrecy, Zagreus attempts to break free from the ever-shifting labyrinth of the underworld. With each escape attempt, Zagreus interacts with various mythological figures, forming relationships along the way. Combat in Hades is a mix of precision and creativity. You choose from 6 distinct weapons, each with unique playstyles, and then enhance their abilities with boons from Olympian gods. The synergy between weapons, boons, and modifiers keeps every encounter fresh, while weapon-specific builds, such as a spear with enhanced dash attacks or a machine gun infused with lightning, provide endless experimentation. What sets Hades apart is its innovative approach to storytelling within the roguelike genre. Supergiant Games forgoes traditional climactic arcs for a long-tail narrative that evolves over countless runs. Hades thrives on its ability to make every moment between climactic battles and quiet conversations meaningful. The innovative blend of story and gameplay mechanics make Hades not only an indie standout but also a masterpiece in gaming as a whole.
Whoa! Monster witch
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is an epic action RPG that follows the story of Geralt of Rivia, a professional monster hunter in his quest to find Ciri, his surrogate daughter. The search takes Geralt through sprawling landscapes, including war-torn villages, bustling cities, and dangerous wilderness, where he encounters political plotlines, ancient prophecies, and moral dilemmas. What makes The Witcher 3 stand out is its extraordinary storytelling. Very few games can match The Witcher in terms of quality of quests. Every quest from the main story to the minor side missions is crafted with care that you won't find in many other games. Whether investigating a cursed noble, reuniting a ghost with their lover, or choosing between political factions, you are constantly faced with decisions that carry weight and long-lasting consequences. Few choices are truly good or evil, and the outcomes often challenge your expectations. The open world is meticulously designed. The combat system involving swordplay, magic, and alchemy is incredibly satisfying. The dedication to world building combined with stellar voice acting, a memorable soundtrack, and a compelling narrative makes The Witcher 3 a masterpiece.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Bloodborne, developed by FromSoft, is a gothic action RPG set in the cursed city of Yharnam, a place plagued by a mysterious bloodborne illness. You assume the role of a hunter, an outsider who arrives in Yharnam seeking a fabled remedy, epitomized by the Insight mechanic. Insight, a unique in-game currency, not only alters your perception of the world, but fundamentally changes its challenges, reflecting the game's Lovecraftian inspiration. As you accumulate insight, you begin to perceive the disturbing truths of the world, encountering tougher enemies and uncovering hidden terrors. Bloodborne emphasizes speed and aggression, rewarding you for taking risks with mechanics like the regain system. The removal of traditional shields forces you to adopt an active, fluid approach to battles, with dodges and counter shots becoming critical. The unique trick weapons, each with two distinct forms, adds depth, allowing you to adapt on the fly and chain together devastating combos. These mechanics create a relentless, adrenaline-fueled combat experience that rewards skill and timing, while the visceral animations and sound effects elevate the gameplay. Bloodborne delivers a fantastic experience that challenges you every step of the way, solidifying its place as a modern masterpiece of gaming. Before Baldur's Gate 3 exploded onto the gaming space, Larian Studios already had a history of creating excellent RPGs. One of those games is Divinity Original Sin 2. Despite being a sequel, it is accessible to newcomers, with its story taking place centuries after the original. You play as a sorcerer, a magic wielder drawing power from Source, a substance both feared and revered for its tendency to summon interdimensional Voidwoken. The narrative thrusts you into a sprawling 60 to 70 hour saga. Your party is captured and sent to Fort Joy, a prison for sorcerers, but you soon discover your fates are intertwined with a cosmic struggle for power, where you must determine the future of the world. What makes Divinity Original Sin 2 memorable is its deep and player-driven storytelling and gameplay, offering freedom in character creation and progression. The game offers multiple playable characters, each with rich backstories, motivations, and personal quests that intertwine with the main story. The game's turn-based combat system is deeply strategic, allowing you to manipulate the environment, use creative combinations of skills, and adapt to ever-changing encounters. Every choice, from dialogue options to how conflicts are resolved, shapes the story. With its gorgeous visuals, detailed world, and unparalleled emphasis on player choice, Divinity Original Sin 2 stands as one of the best RPGs of all time. Season 1 of Telltale's The Walking Dead tells an emotional and character-driven story set in a world overrun by walkers. The protagonist, Lee Everett, is a former university professor on his way to prison for murder when the outbreak begins. During his escape, he encounters Clementine, a young girl left alone after the outbreak. Lee and Clementine embark on a daunting journey to survive, finding safety among a group of survivors. The story focuses on their evolving bond as Lee becomes a father figure to Clementine, while having to navigate moral dilemmas, group conflicts, and the constant threat of the undead. Every decision Lee makes, from how to resolve group disputes to whom to save in critical moments, affects the story and relationships with other characters. Similar to The Last of Us, the story is driven by the strong writing and voice performances. You truly get invested in their survival and the fates of the supporting characters, making the losses and the betrayals sting even more. The gameplay is minimalist, enhancing the game's focus on narrative, and the comic book inspired art pays homage to the original Walking Dead series. While the gameplay style may not be for everyone, this is one of my absolute favorite series of all time, with its powerful narrative themes and incredible voice acting, The Walking Dead Season 1 delivers a gut-wrenching and unforgettable experience that in my opinion is a 10 out of 10.
It's not good. I don't know why everyone is crazy.
Neither do I, Clementine.
Super Mario Odyssey is a vibrant and imaginative adventure that follows Mario on a globe-trotting quest to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser's latest scheme. Mario, with the help of a sentient hat named Cappy, pursues Bowser across these kingdoms. Cappy, seeking to rescue his kidnapped sister Tiara, who has been taken as part of Peach's wedding attire, grants Mario the ability to capture and control enemies and objects. This ingenious addition reinvents the traditional power-up system, delivering endless variety. What makes Super Mario Odyssey exceptional is its emphasis on exploration and creativity. From New Donk City to the Cascade Kingdom, every location is bursting with personality and unique mechanics. The capture ability from Cappy transforms gameplay, allowing you to take control of everything from bullet bills to Goombas, offering new and surprising ways to navigate and solve puzzles. At its heart, Super Mario Odyssey is a celebration of everything fans love about the series, but modernized for a new era. Tight platforming controls and innovative level design make Super Mario Odyssey a standout in the franchise, and a masterclass as an open world platformer. It's not just a game, it's a love letter to the creativity and fun that defines the Mario franchise. The Resident Evil 4 remake exemplifies what a great reimagining should be. In Resident Evil 4, you step into the shoes of Leon S. Kennedy, a US government agent tasked with rescuing Ashley Graham, the president's daughter who has been kidnapped by a mysterious cult. The mission takes Leon to a remote European village, where he encounters a sinister conspiracy involving the parasitic organism known as Les Plagas. The Resident Evil 4 remake masterfully updates the original game's survival horror and action mechanics. It balances intense combat, resource management, and exploration, keeping you on edge the entire game. And visually, the remake delivers stunning photorealistic environments and grotesque creature designs. Iconic moments and set pieces are faithfully reimagined with subtle tweaks that surprise. Leon is no longer just a suave, one-liner slinging action hero. He carries the weight of his past, his mission now imbued with personal stakes and a sense of redemption. Ashley Graham evolves from a gameplay burden to a relatable and resourceful companion. The Resident Evil 4 remake not only preserves the legacy of a genre-defining masterpiece, but sets a new benchmark for what a modern remake can achieve. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild tells the story of Link, who awakens from a century-long slumber in a post-apocalyptic version of Hyrule. The kingdom lies in ruins after the rise of Calamity Ganon. Guided by Zelda's lingering spirit, Link must reclaim his lost memories, gather allies, and prepare to defeat Ganon once and for all. The game's open world design is one of the absolute best in gaming, offering unparalleled freedom to explore Hyrule in any way you choose. Every element of the world, from towering mountains to lush forests and vast deserts, feels alive and interactive. You're encouraged to experiment using the game's physics and mechanics to solve puzzles, combat enemies, and navigate the environment creatively. The world itself becomes a character filled with secrets, challenges, and moments of beauty. You are challenged to think resourcefully as you forge for weapons, craft meals, and adapt to a world that does not coddle you. The game never forces you into a rigid path, but instead empowers you to experiment and learn through trial and error. From the strategic intricacies of combat and puzzle solving to the joys of paragliding off a towering peak or shield surfing down a snowy slope, every moment feels like an adventure. It honors its legacy with familiar elements such as iconic locations, music, motifs, and the Master Sword, all woven into a fresh, innovative experience. Breath of the Wild not only set a new standard for open world games, but also reaffirmed Zelda's status as one of gaming's most beloved franchises. Elden Ring stands out as a masterclass in game design. Elden Ring is set in the vast and mysterious lands between, a world created by Hidetaka Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin. The story revolves around the shattered Elden Ring, a divine artifact that maintained the order of the world. You assume the role of a tarnished, summoned back to the lands between to claim the mantle of Elden Lord. As you explore the world of Elden Ring, you encounter various creatures and enemy types, as well as grotesque and corrupted demigods, who each hold a shard of the Elden Ring. One of Elden Ring's greatest strengths is its expansive open world design. You are given complete agency to follow your own path, discovering challenges and secrets organically. Unlike conventional open world games that overwhelm with markers and quest logs, Elden Ring almost completely strips away these elements, providing only subtle nudges such as trails of golden light to guide you in the right direction. The Lands Between is a stunning and intricately crafted world that shows FromSoft's meticulous attention to detail. The absolutely insane amount of content in the game is really something to behold. The combat combines the precision and challenge of FromSoft's signature mechanics with expanded options like jumping attacks, guard counters, and horseback combat, while items like Spirit Ashes can assist you in those struggle-filled boss encounters. The game encourages experimentation with a vast array of weapons, skills, and magic, allowing you to tailor your playstyle. It also boasts one of my favorite game soundtracks of all time. Elden Ring takes all of FromSoft's best design elements and stuffs it into a monumental game that has set the bar for open world, Souls-like RPG design.
Champion or lord to be born.
One game that I didn't include on my main list but wanted to mention as an honorable mention was The Outer Wilds. The Outer Wilds is a game that masterfully blends exploration, mystery, and storytelling within the framework of an endless time loop. At its core, it invites you to uncover a vast interstellar puzzle by piecing together fragments of knowledge scattered across a whimsical, handcrafted solar system. The journey begins with you awakening as a Harthian astronaut, equipped with a translator to decipher the language of the ancient Nomai civilization. However, within 22 minutes, the sun goes supernova, resetting the loop and forcing you to start over. What sets The Outer Wilds apart is its entirely player-driven storytelling and sense of discovery. There are no traditional quest markers or objectives. The game relies on your curiosity to guide exploration. Each celestial body offers distinct phenomenon that entice you to return and uncover new secrets. The brilliance of the game lies in how it prioritizes information as the ultimate tool for progression. Instead of collecting items or fulfilling convoluted quests, you connect seemingly unrelated clues across multiple loops to piece together the Nomai's history and the mechanics of the universe. This emphasis on knowledge over inventory creates an organic sense of accomplishment, as each discovery is a step closer to unraveling the ultimate cosmic mystery. While the game's charm and ingenuity make it an unforgettable experience, it isn't without minor flaws. However, by the end, Outer Wilds offers a profound thought on curiosity and humanity's place in the universe, making it a deep experience that stays with you long after the credits roll. Be sure and let me know which of these games you might have played, which are some standouts to you that are your favorites, and what do you think should make my next video. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel for future videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.